My name is Linda Longoria Lamb, and in being my culture being asked, who am I? Well, for a long time I didn't know because people would come up to me and ask me, "Hey, where are you from? What's your nationality?" And I go, "What? What are you talking about?" And I didn't know what to tell them. And I says, "Well, I don't know, really. I guess I'm American." And that's how I always felt because I really didn't know. And my dad is of mixed nationality, and so is my mom, and so try to identify myself as any culture or nationality. It was kind of hard. So what I decided to do was take a DNA test on that ancestry.com, and then I found out that 79% of me is Southern European, which means it's Italian, Greek, British Isles, Austrian, Spanish, and the other part of me is 21% of it is Native American, from the south or northern, but it must be the northern Native Americans because my family's been here since the 1500s. So anyway, we learned how to speak Spanish and all because we grew up in an area where there was a lot of Hispanic people, and so we considered ourselves Hispanic for a long time. I mean, I guess you could say that because we're also Italians and Greeks, and the Spaniards are Latin. So I guess that's where I would fit in. But it was kind of weird being asked those kind of questions. It always made me feel very uncomfortable when they asked me that. So we're not the typical family. So I considered ourselves all American. I mean, we've been in America. We do American traditions. It's just that's who I am. And now when I was going to school and all, that was kind of hard because we were told not to talk Spanish in school. We would get paddling for that. So eventually we forgot how to speak Spanish, and all we did was speak English. I come from a family of 9 brothers and sisters. I have 2 older brothers. I got 3 younger brothers and 3 younger sisters. And in our family, we always looked out for each other, and my responsibility was to look after my sister and my brother and my baby brother. And my sister had her responsibilities too with our siblings so that we could all kind of keep an eye on each other. But, growing up at school is kind of weird. People always ask you these silly questions, and I know I'm guilty of it too because when I was a young kid, I had never seen an African American person before in my life, and I know their hair is curly, and and I always was curious about their hair, if it was soft or what. I'd never seen it, but I never felt like I could go up to someone and ask them if I could touch their hair. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but I always felt uncomfortable doing that, and I didn't want to embarrass no one or even myself because I know how it feels when somebody comes up to you and asks you these questions. Like, where are you from? What are you? Who are you? Where are you from? It's just kind of weird, and so I never want to have to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And when I started working, I mean, I really didn't have that much trouble, but I did notice that just because I'm a woman, I used to be a construction worker. I didn't put that in my paper, but I used to be a construction worker, and I work around men all the time, and the young boys would come in to work. They're like 18, 19, and they would pass me up and give them the higher job and stuff, and they didn't know they didn't know almost nothing what I knew. I knew how to do all the stuff, but because I was a woman, they wouldn't give me, they wouldn't make me a foreman. They wouldn't make me a journeyman because I was a woman. You know, I felt that, and I don't like it. And but working at the guidance center, it's pretty equal. We're all equal, the men, the women. We're all there to help these young teens get over their addictions, whether alcohol or drugs. And some of them do have some mental problems, and so we're there to help them. And so we're all together, working together to make their lives a little better. And I know that going for my master's degree in social work, hopefully, I will be more understanding to someone because I've been there. I've been on that side of the coin. I've been treated badly sometimes because I'm different and I'm not like the norm. And it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of weird. But anyway, I know that I would do my darnest and do my best to help people, to make them feel comfortable, to know that they can come to me and they can talk to me, and that I will be there for them, and that I could have an understanding heart and be compassionate towards their problems, and hopefully I'll be able to help them. And hopefully this class will go good for us. Thank you.